Hello, my name is Mona N. Nidbala, and I am the Education and Curriculum Materials Librarian with the University of Rhode Island Libraries in the United States. In this presentation, I will share with you some of the practices that I used to collaborate with teaching faculty in order to design information literacy instruction for large groups of students. Our collaboration and research aimed to find best practices for designing and implementing effective information literacy instruction for large university classes. I will describe my partnership with teaching faculty for designing information literacy sessions for two education courses at the University of Rhode Island, Education 102 and Education 312. Freshman students taking Education 102, Introduction to American Education, work on two major projects: the context statement report, where they need to analyze the school in the context of its district and community, and current issues in American education, where they need to make group presentations on controversial issues related to the American education system. There are usually between 80 and 85 students in this course section. In order to address the needs of freshmen taking Education 102, we tried to learn more about their research behavior. The professional literature indicates that when conducting academic research, millennials use search engines, blogs, Facebook, or mobile phones to find scholarly information. They struggle with developing effective search strategies. They also adopt a horizontal power browsing where speed and not the quality of information is essential, which makes them accept what they can find quickly and not what is of best quality. Based on the findings in regard to the research skills of freshmen, our goals became to engage students in conducting efficient online searches, locating high-quality sources of information, and understanding and effectively manipulating the information found. The major project that pre-service teachers taking Education 312, the Psychology of Learning, work on is lesson planning. Students come to the Curriculum Materials Library to learn how to use relevant curriculum materials available in the library and how to efficiently search for online materials that they can use for lesson planning. The research findings indicate that pre-service teachers need to learn how to integrate information literacy skills and technology into their teaching, and also need to become lifelong learners and promote lifelong learning skills in the classroom. Our instructional design models are based on a reflective pedagogical praxis. We use the backward design of instruction to establish the student's learning outcomes. We use Vygotsky's scaffolding of learning theory to create learning supports for our students. And we used the knowledge building theory to engage students in creating new knowledge. In our instructional design model for Education 102, we differentiated information literacy instruction based on the specific course project. For example, for the context statement project, we divided the 80+ students in 4 groups. When the librarian worked with one group, the professor worked with the other 3 groups. The librarian offered 4 library sessions, 1 session for each group of students. The librarian also provided data tables for data collection and additional library resources available online on Sakai. For the Issues in American Education project, we divided the students in two groups of 40 or 40-plus students. When the librarian had one group, the teaching faculty had the second group. The librarian offered 4 library sessions, 2 sessions for each group, where students learned how to create research questions, powerful search phrases, and find scholarly information in the professional literature and reputable websites. The librarian provided additional library resources on Sakai and on the library's website. The Education 312 class of 100 students was divided into 3 groups of 30+ each. When the librarian worked with a group, the professor worked with the other 2 groups. The librarian offered 3 library sessions, 1 session for each group, and students learned how to use the curriculum materials available in the library and selected online resources for creating lesson plans. Another 3 hands-on library sessions were offered by the librarian, 1 session for each group, where students worked on the lesson plans and received individual assistance. We identified our model's weaknesses based on our work with the students and on student evaluations. We concluded that students struggle understanding specific project requirements, and they get distracted easily when using computers. After leaving the library, students have difficulty remembering the online resources and services that are available to them. We also identified solutions that would address these problems in the future. The librarian will offer more examples of completed projects in order to help students understand what they are expected to work on, engage students in discussions in order to assess their understanding of instructions. The librarian will also create activities to allow students to practice using the library online resources and services. Finally, the librarian will embed a library resource module in the Education 312 course wiki and improve communication with the teaching faculty based on student behavior and performance in the classroom. Here is a list of selected references that were used to design the models of information literacy instruction described in this presentation. For questions, comments, or suggestions, please use the email address provided on this slide. Thank you.